Bitch, I look cute. I'm going to my very first photo shoot with my friend, Demarie. I don't, in my perspective, unless I take the pictures myself, I don't really find myself photogenic, but we will see. Somebody just looked at me. We'll see how it goes. Okay, I know I look a hot mess. Don't care. This, and I ripped off the top of it, the best deep conditioner ever. Don't sleep. It's literally the best deep conditioner ever. Hands down.
Oh, well, that's embarrassing.
I had to switch to my regular camera. But yeah, as you guys know, my job isn't necessarily my favorite. And I am really bad at hiding the way I feel about something. So, for example, if you make me upset, I mean, it's really hard. It's not hard, but like, it would be difficult for me to try to hide that on my face. My facial expressions, I've realized like over the past few years that my facial expressions are very expressive. But no, seriously, like I cannot help what my face looks like the majority of the time. Like I don't even know. Like I know when I'm like, cause you know, I do that, but like any other time when you're just talking to me, like I don't know what's going on. So with that being said, you know, I've just been having to like deal with, actually I don't even know why I said that, but lately I've just been having to deal with some like uncomfortable times. For those wondering, I'm making coffee right now. Being uncomfortable, actually let me spearhead this because I really want this to have like a direction. I really want this to be encouraging and not me complaining. So let me try to like gather myself. So I think I've openly admitted in one of my previous videos that I struggle with, you know, my finances and like being financially responsible. For those wondering what's on my face, it's a mask. And I've been striving, and sometimes it feels like in life, I'm gonna use that as an example. Sometimes it feels like in life when we have set a goal, we know what our goal is, when we see an endpoint where we want to be at, we're just like, oh my gosh, I could do A, B, C, and D to get there. But we don't factor in the sub steps it takes to get there. Like there is point A, you know, there's step A, but there's also step A, 1, you know, then into Roman numeral 1, 2, 3, then 2 of A, then Roman numeral like 1, 2, 3. Like, you know, there's these sub steps that you have to get to within those steps to get to where you want to be. And sometimes that can be disheartening. That can be overwhelming. It could be discouraging at some times. It could really feel like you're going nowhere, going somewhere. I think the way people phrase it is, I'm running fast in slow motion. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm running fast and I'm not moving. Like I'm in the same spot. And I just want to encourage everyone that, you know, life is a marathon. And it's so crazy I'm saying that because one of the groups that I've, you know, decided to be a part of, that's their slogan. That's the slogan. It's a marathon. It's not a race. Life is a marathon. Do not get caught up and discouraged by what you see on social media, specifically Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat. You know, people love showing other people an aesthetic. That's all it is. That's really all that it is. Social media is an aesthetic platform. It is not meant for you to base your life goals on. Now, there are things on there that you can get encouragement and inspiration from, where you can say, hey, like, I want that to be a new goal of mine. And like, I want to, you know, make the steps to start making a goal to reach that point. It's a cool baseline depending on the person, but nonetheless, it's unrealistic. People aren't showing you, the relationship goals of them, having really hard time with their husband. People like to say things like, I don't want to shout my business from the mountaintop, but they'll show you when they've got a baby, or they'll show you when, they're giving birth, or they'll show you when they've got the new job, the new promotion, and they'll show you the bankroll. You know what I'm saying? They'll show you the things that they feel like they're proud of in that time, but they don't show you the things that are really hard, that they're struggling with, that they're dealing with emotionally, spiritually, physically, trying times. People don't want to share. So with the social media aspect, take that note. Life is a marathon, it's not a race. And people aren't necessarily showcasing their failures. People don't want people to see them fail. It's weird to me. I mean, it's not weird to me because I, was even shut off from posting on social media or posting on YouTube because I was like, I don't really know what to say. Like, I don't have anything to say. I'm going through a really hard time. But then I had to think I'm not the only one who's going through a hard time. I'm not the only one in life who's not pleased with where they are at their job, with their money, with, their social life, or even something as small as my skin. My skin is not where I want it to be. It's actually one of my major insecurities, next to my teeth. I'm super insecure about it. But this week I've kind of or the past couple of weeks, I've just been really thinking especially for my channel, we're in this together. The whole goal for Bloom Bloom is to bloom together. We are blooming in this life together. We are learning how to break out even against the wind, against the current, and to try, to fail, to try again, to fail, to try, to learn, and so that when we reach that point where we're great, we can say, this is what it took to get there. And I've done a really poor job of bringing you guys along that journey of where I am with my failures and where I am with not being happy with reaching goals or not setting goals, not following through with things. I've done a really poor job. So I just wanted to make this disclaimer. There'll be a second portion of this talk where I'll go more in depth and it'll be more organized. I'm really hungry right now and I need to eat and I need to rinse this mask off my face. So I just wanted to do a really quick introduction informational. This is my underwig here, y'all. The Kayla wig is going on today. I'm wearing her today. I don't know what time she'll be on, but she's going on. I should never touched it. Anyways, yeah, guys, be encouraged. Be encouraged. Be encouraged. There is no triumph without not reading, without moments of being upset. It's unrealistic. I'm not married, but maybe I can use marriage as a perfect example. I don't know. I'm not even going to get into that. No. I'm just going to use me going to school as an example. Going to college was really hard for me. I didn't think I'd ever be there. I honestly, when I got there, I was I don't even know if I'm going to graduate. And I did it. I set a goal and I didn't give up. I did it. Yeah, there were hard times. Financially, there were hard times scholastically, but I reached my goal. So I just got to find that encouragement in adult life of, okay, I'm not necessarily where I want to be, but it doesn't mean that I'm not going to get there. I just got to go through the mud, through the rain, the valleys and the mountains of being able to get to the point where I'm just hey, I made it. And I'm glad I can bring you guys on that journey. So I'll check back in with y'all later. It's funny whenever you get somebody wrapped up into a conversation and then you obviously don't want to be a part of it anymore. So they keep talking and then the more they talk, the longer things go, the more in depth things seem to be. But you don't open it, but you see there's long, you see that there's messages coming in. Then when you open it, you see how long it is. You're I'm not reading that. And that's the truth. In the grand scheme of things in life, this is not like a major issue. It's definitely a first world issue, but it's still an issue nonetheless. I did my makeup after I put on this turtleneck shirt. However, the neck width is not long enough, so if I take off my shirt, I ruin my makeup. I have to keep the shirt on. Can I help you?
Fall on, baby. Bro, fall on, baby.
That's it.
Whack.
That's it.
No, you're not gonna get it by the fire. No, and your hair is dry as I don't know what. Like my hair.
I'm wearing your favorite hairstyle, girl. I had to channel my inner Liz on this style, honey. Yeah. Halloween. For the gods, I'm serving face. And I'm serving looks with this hair. And I wish someone would try. You don't know, now you know. This school is a part of who I am today. Okay? I didn't graduate from there, but it's part of who I am today. This school made me. That's the foundation. OG Avis, okay? 19-year-old Avis, bro. 18-year-old Avis, bro. I'm in your face. Hey, y'all. I ain't trying to preach at nobody. I just want to just be honest. Some seasons of your life, you may be going through what you're going through because God has been telling you some things that you've just been ignoring. Like he's been asking you to stop doing some things, stop participating in some things, stop going some places, stop seeing some people and doing certain things with them people. And, you know, at the end of the day, it's not about you explaining yourself. It's not about you talking about it. It's really just about you doing what you know you're supposed to be doing. It's just about you being obedient. And I just want to relate to someone who may or may not be going through the same thing or something. These roads in Dallas is bumpy. Anyways, though, I just wanted to be able to share some encouragement that, you know, there may be people who don't understand, you know, why you're choosing to do the things that you're doing when you've been doing them for a long time, and now all of a sudden you change, or now all of a sudden you acting funny and you're doing these things. And you just have to trust that at the end of the day, that if you're being obedient and you're submitting to the will and to the call of, you know, what God has told you to do, it's hard, it's lonely, it's not fun. Like if you doing those things you're supposed to be doing, your reward is far greater than where you at right now. That's all I want to say. You just have to trust and believe that everything that is happening, everything that will happen for your good. So if your prayer is for restoration, is for relief, is for reconciliation, you just have to trust that, especially when you're obedient. I mean, I don't believe that God operates like people. I believe he's still merciful. He's still gracious. He still does things that we don't deserve, even when we don't do what we're supposed to be doing. However, you know, what we're called to do, you just want to go ahead and do it. You don't want to prolong your season. You definitely don't want to prolong the hurt. You know, we have a thing with delayed gratification. Delayed gratification don't sit right with all of us. And I know for a fact it don't sit right. As you go forth in this week, as you go forth in the remainder of the year, into next year, it doesn't have to start at the beginning of the year. It can start now. It can start today. You know, just walk knowing and trusting and believing that what you're going through is for a far greater reason than what you feel like it is, okay? And it may or may not be for you. It could be for that person who you had to let go, or them places and them things that you was doing that you weren't supposed to be doing, you weren't supposed to be going to. It could be for them. You never know. So, you know, just trust and believe that everything that happens is, especially within God's will, is beyond our understanding. And then just trust and believe that everything is happening for your good. And it may not be reconciled and it may not be restored in the way that you want it to be, but knowing that it will be, that should give you peace. So, with that being said, I'm going to take my loud gum chewing self. As Monday approaches, y'all, December 3rd is my birthday, and we gonna get it poppin'. It's about to get it poppin'. We gonna get it poppin' for my birthday. Yeah, look at these waves. These waves sitting on the head. I got an ocean on my head. I'm walking with an ocean on my head. I'm drowning on the head drowning. It's time for bed, but I have to put up some laundry. Just wanted to make a quick statement, which may be long because I can be long-winded at times. But I just wanted to offer some encouragement. Some of you guys who maybe feel like you're going through life alone, that you may be experiencing loss and grief and hurt and loneliness and not feeling enough alone, you are not alone. We are not perfect beings. And just know that there is hope. And there is light, not at the end of the tunnel, but there is light where you are right now. There is light in the people around you who speak life to you, who are uplifting to you, who are your community. I just want to offer a word of encouragement that it's okay to feel the way you feel. It's okay to feel sad. It's okay to feel not enough. It's okay to feel like you're alone. It's okay to feel the way you feel. But find someone to talk to. Find someone to reach out to and to talk about what you're going through, someone you trust. Find someone who will listen and experience healing. You know, we experience healing when we confess to others. When we allow people in our circle, we are experiencing healing. So I just want to offer that word of encouragement. You may not be where you want to be, but you are on the go to get there. You are during the process, you are in the process, and process is painful, but with purpose, you are exactly where you need to be, doing exactly what you need to be doing. If you need to let some people go, if you need to let some things go, if you need to stop some habits, whatever you need to do, if you need to cut some things out, it's hard, it's not fun, it's challenging, you may be emotional for a while, but ultimately just do what's best for not just you and yourself, but for you and yourself to be better to others. I don't want to say yourself because I don't want to encourage selfishness. It's not just for you. Our life isn't just for us. But be the best you can be for you so that you can be better to others in any way that looks like. So